Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut 11. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for joining us here on our Wednesday love reading. I hope that you're all doing well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to try to be in the chat with you. More than likely I should be able to make it. I've got something beforehand, so I'm going to try and be there with you as this is premiering. But let's get into the love reading and see what's coming through. I want to say a special hello, Empress Natalie, Cynthia, Belinda, CAS, Cass, and Kerry, who are our members who are also supporting this channel. Some of those members are also on Patreon. Special thank you, and thank you to everyone for being here. Let's see what the Karma Dharma is and what's going on. Well, in the stars, we've got a beautiful Venus from Leo. She's forming a very flowing aspect, positive aspect to Neptune in Aries. So if you've got early degrees, placements of fire or air, that really does help you. But Venus now in Leo is also coming up to oppose Pluto, so that could be a bit of a challenge. We do talk about it on Patreon. If you're not on Patreon, do consider becoming a Patreon. The moon has also just ingressed into Leo now. Leo is fun, it's flirtatious. It's let's get out and have fun, meet up, date, get out there, mingle, meet, take the initiative, become more courageous, having fun. Okay, now Venus and Neptune could be a very romantic alignment. So romance is in the air. Desire and passion is also in the air. Be careful with Pluto opposite in Aquarius. There could be a little bit of control and jealousy and obsession, okay? So these are the energies, a little bit explained. Let's get into this, and we will be extending this to the members, of course. So we'll be taking some extra cards there for more clarity. Let's see what is going on. What is the Karma Dharma relative to love? Let's get straight into it. Dear Spirit, what's going on in the area of love? Do concentrate on your person. Feel into their energy. Give us a like, share this video, connect with us through leaving a comment. Yes, please is available today. Do leave your yes, please for a personal love message. That is a way that you can connect with us energetically. So what is the Karma Dharma roundabout now, dear Spirit? What's going on in love? Wow. A lot that is unknown, a lot of doubts, a lot of fears, a lot of secrets, a lot of hidden emotions. You know, this to me, this is more Cancer, because Cancer rules the 4th house, so the moon. The moon rules the 4th house of Cancer, where we've got Jupiter. Mercury is going to retrograde when? At the end of this month and into July. We will be having returns, situations, people coming back from the past. But the moon is also opposite now as I'm doing this reading. Opposite Pluto on Venus. Secret emotions, secret admirers. Get out and about, flirt, have fun. You never know if you're looking for love. Okay, unless this is a relationship that you've been waiting on, you've been having cycles through over and over. I don't know if you're dealing with someone that's very secretive, very where their psyche is concerned, they don't open emotionally up very easily. And that could be a bit of a, I don't know if it's done on purpose, but Pluto could speak to fears and even a wounding, you know, of the psyche of the past, connection to the mother. Someone is holding a lot of secrets relative to their personal life and their emotions. Okay, we've got a King of Wands. And we've got the World card. So some of you could be dealing with a King of Wands or someone that's showing up as more sexual, more ready to chase. I mean, Jupiter is also, you know, at the end of the month, going to enter the sign of Leo. So we're going to have the masculine now. Well, because Leo is a masculine sign, it's a fire sign, right? But we've got Mars in Taurus. Mars is in the house of Venus. So he is more recessive. He's going to be slow. Taurus is secure, safe and secure. Someone is not going to reveal their emotions unless they are certain about it. But there is a potential for openings here, because the World card, okay, could also be someone that you're dealing with that comes from a different part of the world, different beliefs, so on, you know, they grew up in a different place. But the World card also speaks to success, and we see the masculine King of Wands. Yes, it could be someone that's successful or renowned in the world, got a name for themselves, but this could also be a cycle that's coming to an end of being in the dark, being in the, I don't know what's going on. So we just recently had a new moon in Gemini, which is all about communication. And Gemini, new moon a couple of days ago, was in good aspect, pretty good aspect, gives us many opportunities. It's like, okay, there are many opportunities that this new moon has given us, right, or will be giving us. And remember, because Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury will retrograde in the sign of Cancer. So again, themes to do with the past, relationships returning from the past, or even the themes coming up. This new moon has activated some eclipses from end of 2024 and early 2025. So look to your life and what was going on there. Let's see what's going on. Today we're doing a relationship spread. So we're going to look at the now, the past, who you were and what you brought to the table, and who the other person was, what they brought to the table, and the possible outcome. And that's what we did with the love readings for the month of June. They're on Patreon. They will be released to the public later on in the month. Okay, so the relationship cross, past, present, possible future. And we're looking into who brought what to the relationship. Let's go. In the now, the High Priestess. Either a spiritual connection with telepathy, but there are a lot of secrets. Remember, she is the High Priestess that holds the secrets. She's the moon goddess, right? So a lot of secrecy. Possibly if there is deception, because the moon can speak to deception, which can lead to third-party situations, because the High Priestess is usually the other woman. Third parties we have here. The Devil is more that, let's say, this is also trust your intuition, that this is a 2. It's a major arcana. 2 speaks to balance. It can speak to separation. But it can also speak to harmony, you know. But listen to your higher self. We've got the moon very strongly here. And the moon for me mostly is secrets. Secrets about my emotions, how I feel. And Cancer is how do I feel? My emotions. Cancer is the family, right? Do I feel safe and secure? The moon has just finished transiting through Cancer and has just entered Leo, dear friends. So on Venus, maybe there could be some revelations about things that were hidden, deep emotions. It could be a very transformative time, because an opposition aspect is like a full moon anyway. So let's see what's going to be shown up. What's coming through in the now? We've got the High Priestess. What else? We've got the Page of Wands, which could be a message of excitement. A messenger coming in. I desire this. We're moving more away from earth and water and entering more fire and air, which is very inspirational, very much more courageous. Right, the moon in Leo, the moon in the house of the sun, could possibly give someone more oomph, more courage to be more open about what they've been hiding, about what they feel, their emotions, so on and so forth. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could be a message that brings some sort of excitement, thrills, spills, beginnings, I suppose. Let's see what else. And we've got the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles, two people that come from very different backgrounds. They have a different, different lives. Big differences between one person and the other. Even their beliefs could come from, you could be dealing with someone that comes from totally different beliefs. But the Five of Pentacles also, to me, says that two people, it's like they find solace with each other. So there's a sense of solitude, but it could be between you and your person, but it could also be that when we're together, we find solace and company between each other. So you're my salvage, you're my person, sort of thing. And remember, in the Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, it does speak to beliefs or needing to keep the your belief that there will be changes. Fives do speak to changes. Financial issues could be also a bit of a thing. Differences in financial standing, background, so on and so forth, religion and all these things come through with the Five of Pentacles. So it's not an easy card, the Five of Pentacles. Okay, but let's see where this connection is coming from. The Two of Cups. So there was an emotional balance or harmony possibly in the past. Two of Cups is we see eye to eye. Maybe there was more harmony and balance and understanding, emotional connection in the past. Which here there's secrecy, right? There's more secrecy. And of course, you know, Page of Wands. These are fresh energies, but they could also be a little bit immature. So I don't know if there's an age difference here, possibly. Let's see what else. We've got the Seven of Cups. Possibly a lot of romance and magic, but possibly also a lot of confusion. Deep emotions. Lots of cups. Lots of romance in the past. What else? And we had the Ten of Cups. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, how many cups do we have here? How much of an emotional bond do we have here? But my dear friends, the Seven of Cups could be illusion, deception. Things are unclear. This is a fantasy, sort of. This is what I'm imagining, the Ten of Cups. But there's no grounding. So many cups, so much emotion. But Ten of Cups could also be someone in another relationship, family unit with the Ten of Cups. Now, we don't read reversals, so maybe someone was in another connection. There was a lack of bliss, happiness, and having found the right person. But family is in the reading here with the Ten of Cups. There are possibly children. There are possibly children. Ten of Cups turns into the Ace of Cups. It's like an opportunity for something new, but something needed to be rounded off to come to an end. Maybe you've had restarts, cycles, you've done cycles, possibly with this person. Someone felt very lucky here. So many rainbows, so much happiness in the past. What went wrong? The High Priestess, a very strong spiritual connection, a lot of feelings maybe that were not revealed. We don't know that there were clear and concise communications, openness, because of the moon, which is the general energy, I would say. And also because, remember, Pentacles are about practical matters. Something was missing here. I would have preferred to see the Six of Pentacles, which would be equal giving and receiving. Something is still missing here. Let's see what you brought to the table. Who were you? How did you feel in this connection? The Hierophant. Were you in another connection? Or did you see this connection as potential long-term marriage? The Hierophant. The the high priest and the high priestess. Certainly this was a spiritual connection, but family, marriage, commitments were in the way, I would say. Oh my God. So you've got 2 major arcana card. Maybe you were in another marriage that was long gone, that wasn't, that died. The death card. The death card is Scorpio, and it speaks to, of course, endings. Scorpio is also sexuality, but also with a Hierophant, we can also speak to values. Maybe you found this person to be of great value. Maybe they valued you. You felt like your life was going through a death and a metamorphosis, because Hierophant is also number 5, and 5 speak to change. But the Hierophant is also fixed earth. It's Taurus. It's following traditions. It's stability. It's I need time to think. It's someone that's very family orientated, possibly with the Hierophant. Someone needed to be certain. This was you more than likely. The death card. Living a lie within your life. Major arcana cards are huge, right? They're like the nodes. They're fate, destiny. So this was meant to happen. Your life was meant to go through a death and a metamorphosis, maybe even a spiritual awakening, certainly, not maybe. We've got the high priestess and the high priest here. Let's see what else. So this person came into your life to bring massive change. Another major arcana card on your side, the Fool card. You took a leap of faith. You took a leap of faith, and what is showing up on your side is that you've got a brand new life journey here. Your life is going through fundamental changes. It's not up to you. This is the hand of Spirit and God. Now, there may have been, maybe you're in a marriage where there was no value. No, you weren't being valued, right? The death card is also, Scorpio is sexuality, secrecy, control. So I don't know if that was a past connection or you were dealing with someone that you felt came into your life to do this for you, to help you break out of a past traditional family unit, marriage, and to change your life fundamentally. Maybe some of you stayed in an unhealthy connection because of, you followed tradition. This is what my mother did. This is what my parents did. So this is what I followed. But the Fool card is no. There's no more continuing. This is the end of a life journey. This relationship is very, very significant for your life. And the Fool card is, I'm going to take a risk. I want to go on that journey. This is what I want, a new life. And, the Fool card could also be travel, movement, going and setting your life up in a totally different place in the world, or leaving everything else behind. Remember, the Fool travels very lightly. Let's see what your person brought to the table. How did they feel about your connection? 8 of Wands, so lots of passionate love messages back and forth. Now, messages can mean that you're connecting through social media. Maybe you were at a physical distance. There was a lot of communication, a lot of passion, a lot of very strong sexual, flirtatious energy with the 8 of Wands. Right? What else? And I don't know if you were dealing with someone that flew in to connect with you if you are in a physical distance, or your person just, possibly even for work, flies around. That's what they do, is their vocation. Could be anything like that. Or that your person had some targets that they wanted to hit. 8 are the infinity symbol, so stop, start, or returning back to the past. Let's do this again. Let's see what these love arrows are aiming towards. What was the aim? What were the wants of your person? What did they want from this connection? Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. So Libra comes through as well. They wanted equality. Maybe they felt that they met their other half. And as many of you know, I always read the Six of Pentacles as a very strong Karma Dharma card. Possible also separation, like your person. I don't know if they were in another connection. You seem to be, right, with the Hierophant there. But the Six of Pentacles is also, you know, I found my other half and I want to give them what they've given me. Sometimes the Six of Pentacles is I give more to one side than the other because this is, you know, what I have to do. This is how I keep my life afloat, balanced. So there is an opportunity, there is a circumstance for some of you that your person could also have been in another connection. Sometimes I do see it as splitting the assets. I found my other half. I want to move forward and connect with the person that is on the same page as me. I found my mirroring image, my reflection, or my other whole, if not my other half. Let's see what else. And some of you may have been dealing with someone that's in a position of power that pays others. They're in a strong financial position where they're above others, so they hold some power. Let's see. And we've got the Chariot. So movement, travel, again. Cancer comes through very strongly. Someone that's on the road, they need to fly, they need to take their vehicle, go from point A to point B. But you know, the Chariot is also a 7. Cancer comes through. It's a 7 and it comes after the Lovers. So 7s can be a little bit conflictual. And I don't know if this is your person wanting to move state, move country. If this is just for a meeting, I don't know. But this person does move around a lot. So someone that maybe is going from point A to point B in their life. We've got an 8, a 6 and a 7. So 6, 7, 8, June, July, August could be quite significant. The chariot, is a victory card. It's a victory card. It's I align and I take that chariot forward because this is what I believe. This is, you know, I'm following that star above me, right? I'm taking charge of my life. There are no more dilemmas. I'm able now to take my life to where I want it. Okay? So, whatever obstacles were in the way, your person is overcoming them. Okay? Overcoming any forks in the road. Let's see what is possibly coming through in the outcome. We've got the 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. Singlehood. Someone feeling very worthy, very happy in their own skin. Possibly also someone wanting to be free and single. We see a little butterfly here which says there's been a metamorphosis and change. And 9 of Pentacles, of course, is a Virgo card. It's like the minor arcana of the Empress. Maybe someone's been waiting for this. This is not only am I on my own, I'm independent, I'm financially good, or, you know, I've been acknowledged, or I attract. She's in the Garden of Eden. So, big changes. 9 of Pentacles. 9s are endings of cycles. But the work has been done in the near future. Remember, we've got the 8 of Pentacles before that. So, again, Virgo energy. Virgo is about the South Node. Remember, a South Node in Virgo. There's something that's being released from the past. Something that isn't easy. Something that's been sort of very, very karmic that one has been dealing with. Releasing that. Let's see what else. We've got the 5 of Cups. Regrets. relative to the past, sort of, focusing on the negative more than the positive. The two cups are standing. Emotional changes, but it's like someone's trying to release the past. It's, water speaks to memory. So for someone to become single, it's like a bittersweet energy. It's like I'm leaving that chapter in my life. But there are bittersweet emotions. There's a bittersweet taste on your tongue relative to what didn't go well in the past. So emotional change ahead, surely. It's a 5. And what else? We've got the sun. The sun, beautiful, absolutely. So Leo comes through, great promise. Now we're entering the Cancer season very soon. We're going to have the summer solstice or the winter solstice if you're in the southern hemisphere. So, the sun will enter Cancer. It's more about the light coming and showing someone's true emotions and bringing themes up relative to the past, to the family, to our emotional body, our feelings. And remember, Mercury is going to be retrograding there in the sign of Cancer, which again is connected to the family, to someone's personal life, to their private life. The sun comes through. The sun is reconciliation. It's happiness. And then we'll be moving into the Leo season, more into summer. And we've got the sun here. And the sun does bring clarity, brings happiness. We've got the sun and moon. This is like, it could be speaking to a full moon, could be speaking to a new moon. We've got the yin and the yang, which bring balance and harmony. But the sun being the outgoing card is very promising indeed. Let's see what's at the bottom. And we've got the 5 of Swords, but there's still some things that need to be looked at. 5 of Swords. This is conflictual. This is internal conflict. This is worry about sharing information or worry about what I need to go through to get to the final destination, which is, being free, releasing the past grievances, things that didn't go well, and follow my heart, the sun, right? Being confident that whatever's gone is gone. I need to feel strong within my own life. I need to follow my heart, the sun, right? And the 9 of Pentacles, as I said, is singlehood, but I know that I'm worthy of something better than what I had, if that is the case. Or I know that I'm valued, because there will be clarity, because there will be more information, because someone will be much more confident, be more open. To me, someone is going to have doubts about the singlehood of the other person, because I don't know, well, as I said, who is in what situation will be different for each of you. But you see that they're both turned, they've got their backs turned to each other. To me, this is like, I don't believe that that person is going to be free. This is mulling over the past until the sun comes through and brings the clarity, brings the truth. So there could be a little bit of mixed feelings here until the sun comes through, which the sun can also speak to reconciliation. Third parties, 5 of Swords, possibly, or sharing without fearing that I'm going to be hurt, that the information will be used against me, whatever the fears are. Or even these could be legal battles. 8 of Swords, a lot to do with the logic, the mind, the communication. Is it good? Isn't it good? Are there secrets? Is there deception? Are there fears and there's no deception? We've got the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter in Cancer, exalted. Jupiter will soon enter Leo. There will be more expansion, more fire, more desire. Someone will take the lead. The sun is, I take the lead. I don't fear anything. This is who I truly am. This is truly what's going on with me. There's nothing hidden under the sun. Jupiter brings fated changes, endings and new beginnings. 3 of Wands, the ship on the horizon. The ship is like the relationship, unless you're in physical distance. The Three of Wands, right? I've done the work, I've put in the work, I've put in the effort. Now it's only a matter of waiting. Okay? So that's what I'm seeing here. This relationship is based on very strong emotions, and there could be some deception. I'm not going to cross that out, because with the Seven of Cups, surely there can be deception, and the deception could be all about family or all about someone's emotions. How do they truly feel? I don't see that it's not clear. There's no focus. Thank you very much. Looks very blurry, didn't it? It looked very blurry, and I'm thinking it's not my eyes. So we've got the Two of Cups here, Seven of Cups, that's 9 cups. I do something that makes me feel good. And, well, this was the past. Right now, and we'll be taking some more cards. We're going to take some cards on the in the extended on these positions. But now let's take some other different cards here and get more information. Let's see what the blockages were. What were the blockages? What were the hiccups? What were the issues in your connection? Let's go. Real love, real deal. True bond, unshakable, divine union. The word real shows up twice, so there are doubts about the reality of the connection here for sure. And distrust, possibly. Unknown caller, fake text, spam numbers playing on the phone. So a little bit of hiding, right? Which could be a little bit like a form of control, surely. It's over for real. There's the word real again. Closure, inner peace, and moving on. So there have been breakups. There have been makeups. Now, some of you may not have connection. You may be, at a distance from each other, emotionally not connecting. The unknown caller could speak to a return. It's over for real, it says, but then real love, real deal. So I'm wondering also if it's over for real is not a past connection, someone moving on, because you found the real love, the real deal, the real thing, or one of the two people maybe, and maybe you did go through breakup and then make up again, but it's over for real. Is it really real though? Is it? Because the moon speaks to doubts. Let's take one more. Soul contract, soulmates, partnership, spiritual union, and karmic agreement. Some of you may have deceived. This could be self-deception where someone thought, oh, it's really over this time. But is it? We've got 2 incredible cards here. Let's take some Lenormand. We'll take some love messages from the Twin Flame messages by Mystic Moon. We'll take 3 messages here and we'll take the rest in the extended. We'll be taking the signs with the dice in the extended as well. And we'll take the time cards here. So we're going to take some Lavera Sibila on the position here in the extended. Let's see with the Lenormand. What does the Lenormand say relative to this connection? Let's see. We've got the mice, which could speak to worry, third parties, feeling like you're lost. What's going on here? I can't. Okay. The mice is something's eating you internally, or this is depression. It's not going to happen, so on and so forth. We've got the dilemmas here, the opportunities, the path for the Queen of Pentacles, which is usually a mother. someone that's quite, mother material, someone that's stable, Queen of Pentacles, right? Usually mother, but she could be a spouse as well. Decisions, not easy decisions, but there will be opportunity in the path. Can also speak to possible dilemmas, but also choices, as well as opportunities, but travel. And we've got the scythe. And the scythe is very similar for me as the Nine of Pentacles, because you see the wheat here. It's all about the harvest, but something is going to happen very suddenly, because the scythe is about cutting. It's sudden, but it's also the tool that gives us the ability to find the abundance, right? I want to take one more on that, but it is a 10, and 10s do speak to endings, new beginnings. And we've got the anchor. So the anchor speaks to something that's stable, something long-term. It could speak to marriage, it could speak to business. It could speak to humbling as well. Now, what can I say? To me, this could be someone leaving a marriage for something long-term that's at a distance. This involves, though, a severing of the past. Severing ties with a past marriage. This is also change of home. Settling somewhere else. Let's see what else. And there's a lot of worry, though, around it, I see. And a lot of slow energies with the scythe. Even though the scythe is quick, it's the Knight of Pentacles. It's like someone's planning for the future. But sometimes, where there's plans, where there's, I know where I'm going to go. But then there's a halt. Maybe there's perfectionism. Maybe there's something from the past that really needs to go to make the space for the new. We've got the King of Cups here, and we've got a meeting, possibly. It's like someone, the masculine, is opening up their home. Come into my life. This is my private life. Right? This is my home. This is my life. Remember the moon. And this is like a sense of openness. The book is open. A lot of information. 10 of Pentacles could be connecting to family, to money, security, traditions. Pisces energy. But King of Cups could be a Scorpio, could be a Pisces, could be a Cancer. All right, let's take a message from Spirit. We'll take the timing cards here and a couple of love messages. What is the advice, generally speaking? What is the advice where love is concerned? Whenever you get to view this, the message should be unique for you. Remember, this is a general reading. Remember that Cancer it's got to do with the past. It's got to do with security, emotional security. King of Cups. King of Cups, this is mature emotions. Masculine. Well, masculine would be the more experienced, the king. But let's see what the advice is. We've got the Sun. Unbelievable. I was just about to take it in the reverse. We've got an ace. The ace, there it is. And the Sun speaks to happiness, surely. Someone is going to find the beep to take action, to return. To be confident enough to know that they are worthy, to come out of the darkness, to be more open, to lighten up a little bit. Because, the moon speaks to depth, it speaks to fears, it speaks to secrecy, right? It's heavy emotions with the moon. The Sun is happiness. What can I say? The Sun brings blessings to the earth, and this card portends blessings in your own life as well. Just as the sun nurtures the earth, bringing you life in the spring and summer, this is your time for a new beginning, the onset of a nurturing new light in your life, the light of divine inspiration and personal growth. This card often marks a time of great creativity, bringing the culmination of an important new project, such as the birth of a baby, or the writing or publication of a book, or even the birth of a new you. Now is the time to put your energy into expressing your truth and vision. Visualize the light of divine love pouring into your heart and mind like the rays of the sun, bringing inspiration, growth, and abundant blessings. See the future you want to create, and know the sun is shining on your intentions now. So the sun is shining on possibly your person's intentions. What is their intention? To meet you halfway, to come and meet up with you, to take you from where you are and take you from point A to point B, to take you on a trip, to go on a holiday. What is their intention? Their intentions are they're on the move, possibly also changing home if they were in another connection. It's not easy. We could see that with the Five of Pentacles here. But there is excitement. There is news that's going to come through. We've got a couple of fives, and fives do speak to challenging energies. Another 5 here. 3 5s, 15, the devil, right? So Saturn, maybe the time is now, and let's get over any obstacles, continue moving forward, and know that we are worthy. It's either you're on board or you're not. I think it's a time such as this for everyone, because the old story is coming to an end, right? We need to know where we're heading, and that's sort of what's going on here. Let's take some, I'm going to take one timing card. There it is. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see what this says. Next couple of weeks, and it's a number 3. So, well, pay attention. Possibly also the 3rd of July. Pay attention. We're going to have a very difficult aspect. I think it's the 4th of July. We're going to have Mars on Uranus at the early degrees of Gemini. Could be very dangerous as well, but could be also very revealing, very firecracker sort of, explosive. But Mars is the action. Mars in Gemini will be, I take action and I communicate. I've made my mind up. I know what I need to do, what I need to follow, what I need to say. And on Uranus is like downloads, shocks, surprises, sudden turns, changes, release, freedom, whatever it is. So the next couple of weeks could be very, very significant relative to the reading here. I believe here with the sun that someone is going to follow their heart and their truth. And we've got the sun twice. So I see more, even though we saw a lot of feminine, we had a lot of water, sure, and earth we've got, okay, but I see the masculine coming through, which is more about inspiration and more confidence, right? And I'm going to say it takes 2 to tango. It's not fair to let just one person do the work, so remember it takes 2 to tango. Both parties need to take action, so don't leave it just up to spirit and the divine. You need to also be active and proactive. Let's take a couple of love messages, love thoughts, and then we'll extend this reading. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and hyping this. It always helps. You may leave your yes please beneath for a personal love message. And thank you all for downloading Mary Lou Cup app for coffee cup reading, astrology, tarot, dream interpretation, and numerology. We're almost ready to break the App Store for iOS users, so keep getting in touch, and I'm going to announce when it is available. I know a lot of you with iPhones are waiting on its launch. We will be together again. I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to take any more here. Okay, so those of you that are here on YouTube, it looks really promising. And this is a return for sure. So remember the returns, well, Mercury retrograde does bring returns in Cancer from the past with someone that feels like family, your tribe, so on and so forth. But this may have started already as Mercury's entered his pre-shadow phase. So it's going to be playing out all through July. It'll be interesting. I'm wishing you all well. Thank you so much, my dear friends. I'm wishing you a happy solstice. We will be back. Today's, hold on. Yeah, it's not long till the solstice now. So this is when, obviously, the sun enters, passes over that 0 degree of Cancer. So the world axis as well is very significant on a cosmic level. So we're literally entering summer now in a few days, and in winter if you're in the southern hemisphere. So it's like taking a picture of the sky. Where are the planets? We could look 3 months ahead. If you're interested in, we could see your birth chart with the transits and what the next 3 months will bring for you during the summer solstice, winter solstice, then do not hesitate. You can reach out. What I'm doing is I'm going to offer you 20% off because I've got some time now. So if you're interested, divinedebut11@gmail.com. Do send us an email and get in quickly. 20% off. An analysis for the next 3 months. This is an astrological analysis. Is 20% off. So if you're interested, reach out. All right. So, dear members, thank you so much for your love and your support. Empress, Cynthia, Belinda, Cass, and Carrie. I will see you on the other side. If you're interested, it's not that expensive to join our memberships, and I want to thank you in advance, and I want to thank all of you for spending your precious time here with us. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for even just leaving a heart beneath the video. It does help the channel. Love and light, and hopefully I'll be able to make the premiere. Love and light, everyone. The extended will be up straight after the premiere of the original first part of the reading. Okay, so members, do look out for the extended as soon as the premiere is over. Love and light, everyone. Good luck. Enjoy yourself. Let's make magic. Venus trining over to Neptune. Very romantic indeed. Take advantage of it. Namaste.